Okay, so welcome to today's tutorial. Uh, today's session actually in the past session we have seen how we can create an EC2 server in AWS, and we have gathered knowledge, and with the same knowledge we can create a server in any provider. So today's session we will see how we can install Docker in our server. So this session will be short because I'm not going to teach you anything. I mean, I am going to teach you, but I'm not going to teach you specifically everything, character by character, letter by letter, line by line. I'm just going to teach you to utilize documentation. Okay.
Like
So
everything is already
let's first,
documented somewhere, so we can just follow the
yes,
documentation. We can give you the resources from we have collected so
okay.
far, so you can just follow those resources.
So let's connect to log into the server. We are now logged into the server. Let's clear everything. And the first thing we are going to do is search on Google how to install Docker in Ubuntu. You can see there are many documentation. There is a documentation, official documentation from Docker itself. Uh, but we're just going to follow the DigitalOcean one. How to install and use Docker on Ubuntu. But we are using the Debian server, you might ask why you are searching the Ubuntu. As I have said earlier, Ubuntu and Debian basically same, so it does not matter. So we are just going to follow the documentation. If you have time, you can read all of that, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, I'm just going to do some copy pasting. The first one is sudo apt update. But if you remember, we have already done it in the earlier session. So we can skip that. The next thing is we're going to add some packages. So let's just copy and paste it in our server. And we can also add the y prefix, so we don't have to give prompt every time. So the packages are being installed. Then we are going to add a gpg key to the to our system. So copy this command and paste it here and press enter. The key has been added. Then we're going to run this command. Enter. Okay, it's downloading. Then you're just going to run this command. So as you can see, we're just doing some copy pasting, nothing else. And till now, we can see our output is same as them, which is installed is none. And there is also installed none. We're just going to match the output. They are also getting 500. We're also getting 500. So till now, we are doing some good work. Then we're going to install the actual Docker. So copy it, paste it here, add the y prefix so we don't have to enter prompt again. Okay, so Docker has been installed, but still we have some work to do. Let's first check if the Docker is installed or not with the copying this command. Okay, you can see the Docker is running and it is active, same as them. So till now we are on the good path. Okay, there is an optional command, but we are going to follow this, which is currently Docker has been installed for the sudo user, but we don't want Docker to be installed with sudo user because we will run some application with Docker. But it can be happen that our application has some vulnerabilities, and if we run our application with sudo, then hacker can get access to our server with the application. So we'll just remove the sudo permission from Docker. Currently, we cannot run Docker with sudo command. So let's remove that. So how we can do that? We are just going to copy this, write it here, add it, then copy it, write it here, add it. Then we're going, it will ask for password, but if you can remember, we don't have any password, right? So it will fail.
Actually, the first command already did our work, so we need to just reboot the
Yes,
server to make sure if Docker is working.
yes.
So
So is there any more command? There is another.
there is no,
Let's
there
add
is
it.
one command. You have already run it.
I did. Oh, okay, I did. Yes, here. Oh, I have already run it. So we are just going to reboot the server. So how we can reboot the server? We are just going to write sudo, press enter. Okay, the server is now being rebooted. So it will take some time to reboot. Let's see if there is any more steps. As you can see, there are some commands, but the Docker has been installed. We are just going to check if it is installed or not using the command. Let's see if the server has been restarted or not. Let's try to log in again. Okay, it has been restarted. Now we are just going to write Docker. As you can see, we are getting the similar response as them because Docker has been installed. So that is all about running Docker. Is there any question about till now? Actually, we didn't do anything. We just did some copy pasting. But before blindly copy pasting a command in the terminal from internet, you have to read it first. We didn't actually read it because we have done it so many times before and we have read it everything. But whenever you copy paste command from internet into a terminal, don't ever do it blindly. Just read through the whole documentation, maybe even read the command you are pasting, maybe go to the link and see if it is the official link or not. You can see this is docker.com, so it is official link also here. So yeah, that is all from me about installing Docker. Is there any question?
No.
No.
Okay. So if I gave you exam on starting an EC2 server and install Docker, you guys can do that, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, if I gave you a task of creating a DigitalOcean server and install Docker there, can you do that?
Yes, of course. No problem.
That is what I want to learn here. Okay, so thank you for joining this session. That's all from my side. If you don't have any question, you can stop the recording.
No question, and thank you for the knowledge sharing session.
Okay, you can start.